and this is my application for the SSI fellowship program. I'll be looking at bias in AI, and I'm affiliated with Durham University. So a bit about me. I've recently won an award for being one of the top 100 women in tech for 2025. I'm a student PhD researcher specializing in bias in AI and large language models like ChatGPT. And I'm an advisor to government agencies, the UN, House of Lords, professional development expert. I'm an academic, and I've worked in industry as a data architect, leading AI projects in a global firm. My research focuses on AI bias detection, algorithmic discrimination, and power dynamics in these AI systems, really looking at it from an intersectional point of view. I'm an international keynote speaker and a consultant, and my philosophy is that technology should lift everyone up and not leave people behind. So what do I want to do with this fellowship? I want to have a look at the research integrity problem from a bias and AI point of view. So AI is increasingly embedded in research software pipelines. So from literature reviews, data analysis, research policy development, and biased AI compromises scientific validity and skews research outputs. It can amplify historical biases, especially towards marginalized communities. Now, I'm often asked how to mitigate bias in AI, and there's no single answer. It's complex, it's multifaceted, it's interdisciplinary, and it is socio-technical. And we can see this as AI is emerging within the world today and how that looks. So it's impact in power dynamics, geopolitics, business, governments, and academia. And the approaches that we're using at the moment are very siloed, and these are not effective. Now, as researchers, I believe that we have a responsibility to ensure that our AI efforts don't cause inadvertent discrimination as a result of our research. And I think we can do some really strong work with this fellowship and with some of the research that I've done too. So within my PhD research, what has emerged is the discrimination drift framework. Now, this is based on theory, it's based on what's going on in the real world, and it's bringing together the different parts of these siloed communities. So it's designed to be non-technical, to work across disciplines. It helps us map AI impact on discrimination over time. Now, it's an aid memoir, a bit like a SWOT analysis. So where do we start? So discrimination drift stands for diverse teams, representative data, independent audit, freedom to challenge the status quo, and freedom to choose, also transparency. And whether we do well on these points or not will positively or negatively impact social harm, equality, and power. Now, this has been received well in the business world, but I really think it's important to apply this in the research software community, and for us to use this, look at this, and use this as a starting point for us to build strong working practices. Now, the broad plan for the fellowship, part one, is online workshops to raise awareness of bias in AI in the research software community. Bias in AI, even within AI itself, is really underrepresented, and people aren't fully aware of the impact that bias in AI has on real communities, especially when we're looking at marginalized communities. Want to raise awareness of the discrimination drift framework to mitigate biases and avoid discriminatory results and outcomes. Also, increase adoption across institutions. If we can adopt this discrimination framework, it gives us a language and it gives us a starting point from which to grow. Now, the online workshops are designed to allow for diverse involvement. So it means that we know that diversity is key for this work, and online workshops would facilitate that, would allow a more diverse community to participate within the workshops. Part two, gather case studies, demonstrate impact, conduct surveys from multidisciplinary teams, and provide diverse feedback on the use of use of the framework and institutional adoption. And part three, Found and develop a bias and AI community, a community of practice. Research, development, and dissemination of bias AI best practices with discrimination drift at its core. We'll have access to interdisciplinary SSI fellows. We'll also have the mentorship program, which runs alongside this to assist and it'll help us create a robust best practice around responsible AI use and development within the community. And impact, it's going to enable research software communities to lead. We we build the tools, we set the standards, we understand both technical implementation and research rigor. Our code influences thousands of studies. The discrimination drift enables auditable pipelines, reproducible fairness, community standards, and open science. The opportunity for this is to strengthen scientific validity, increase research impact, attract funding, build trust, and shape emerging standards. So why me? I'm a bias and AI expert. I work heavily with different agencies. The model's been well received, and I am a strong advocate for research and developing responsible AI development within the research community. I have the time and the profile to galvanize a community of practice and complete activities. Thank you for your time.